Um, Hi, I'm very happy to talk today about self-healing, self-love, and divine love, and relationship between love and spirituality, and how we can use self-love for healing, and is a very deep concept. Let's to go through. The spiritual meaning of self-love, a journey to inner peace and personal growth. This article is written by Sophia in 30th of October. I would like to share with you. Self-love is often misunderstood and labeled as a selfishness or vanity. But true self-love goes far beyond that. It's a spiritual journey that deeply connects you with your inner self, your purpose, and ultimately, and the universe itself. Developing self-love is all about thinking you are perfect or above others. Developing self-love isn't about thinking you are perfect or above others. Instead, it's about honoring who you are, accepting your imperfections, and nurturing the unique qualities that make you you. Let's dive into the spiritual essence of self-love and how it can bring you peace, fulfillment, and even healing on a profound level. What does self-love mean spiritually? In a spiritual sense, self-love means recognizing your inner divinity. It is the acknowledgement that you are a part of something greater than yourself, an interconnected universe that values your existence. Self-love is about finding value in who you are and what you bring into this world. When you practice self-love, you respect yourself enough to grow, evolve, and live authentically. It is an awakening, a calling to embrace the true essence of your soul, and a great reminder that you are worthy, no matter what other people say. Why is self-love important on a spirituality journey? Because first is alignment with your higher self. Self-love helps you align with your higher self, the part of yours, that part of you that connected to your true purpose. When you love yourself, you become open to learning, growing, and aligning with what truly matters to you. This process naturally creates space for healing, abundance, and joy in your life. Number 2, a foundation for inner peace. At its core, self-love brings peace. It softens your inner critic, quiet negative self-talk, and allows you to navigate life's ups and downs with compassion and resilience. Number 3, healing past wounds. Embracing self-love can especially healing if you are experiencing emotional or mental scars from past relationship or abandonment issues. Self-love can gently peel back layers of pain and help you reframe your understanding, allowing for forgiveness and healing. Number 4, creating healthy relationship. Self-love impacts all your relationship by establishing boundaries, nurturing respect, and fostering open communication. When you love yourself, you are less likely to tolerate toxic behavior or relationships that drain your energy. Number 5, enhancing spiritual growth. Self-love makes you more receptive to your inner guidance and helps deepen your intuition. It clears the path of inner wisdom, making spiritual practices like meditation, mindfulness, and self-reflection more profound. Here precisely you can see the benefit and description of self-love. Self-love increases compassion. It means self-love expands your compassion for others by showing you how to accept yourself and others as they are. Greater resilience. Embracing your self-strength, your inner resolve, helping you to handle challenges more effectively. Enhanced self-awareness means it encourages self-discovery, making you more aware of your thought, feeling, and reactions. Healthier relationships means you attract balanced, nurturing relationships that respect your boundaries and values. Spiritual empowerment. It means self-love connects you to your higher purpose, making you feel empowered on your spiritual journey. Acknowledge your worthiness. Spiritual self-love starts with accepting that you are enough, just as you are. You don't need to achieve perfection to be worthy of love. You don't need to achieve perfection to be worthy of love. The mindset shift allows you to let go of self-judgment and embrace your uniqueness. Remind yourself that your imperfections are simply part of you that make your journey richer and more reliable. Practice self-compassion. Self-compassion is all about treating yourself with kindness, especially during difficult times. When you make a mistake or feel inadequate, practice speaking to yourself as you would to a dear friend. Replace phrases like, I should have done better. I should have done better with, it is okay. I'm doing my best. Over time, self-compassion becomes a natural response, bringing a sense of comfort and acceptance to your spiritual journey. Create a mindful routine. Cultivating self-love spiritually often involves a routine that nurtures your body, mind, and soul. Incorporate practices like meditation, journaling, deep breathing, or spending time in nature. These routines allow you to connect with your inner self, clearing mental clutter and strengthening your connection to the present moment. Number 4, strategy: how to practice self-love spirituality. Number 4, set boundaries. Establishing boundaries is an essential act of self-love. Boundaries communicate your worth to others and protect your energy. Say no when you need to, and don't feel guilty about it. Honor yourself by setting limits on the toxic relationship or situation that drain you. Spiritually, boundaries allow you to create a safe, supportive environment for growth. The 5th practicing of self-love spirituality is engage in self-reflection. Self-reflection is a powerful tool for spiritual growth and self-love. Take time each day or week to reflect on your experiences, emotions, and thoughts. This helps you gain clarity on what truly resonates with you, what doesn't, and where you would like to make change. Consider keeping a journal where you write about your thoughts, feelings, and insights as you evolve on your journey. Common spiritual myths about self-love. Myth 1. Self-love is selfish. Self-love is often misinterpreted as a selfishness, but the truth is, loving yourself deeply allows you to be more present, compassionate, and understanding toward others. It is about filling your own cup so you can help others do the same. Myth 2. You must always feel positive. Self-love doesn't mean you need to be constantly positive. It is okay to feel sadness, frustration, or doubt. Self-love is about holding a space for all your emotions, understanding them, and allowing yourself to process them in a healthy way. Myth 3. Self-love only involves positive affirmations. While positive affirmation can be helpful, self-love involves more than just saying nice things to yourself. It is a complete transformation of how you treat yourself in your thoughts, actions, and boundaries. Myth 4. Self-love happens instantly. The path to self-love is gradual and unique for everyone. It takes time, patience, and practice. And practice some days, it may feel effortless, other days it may feel challenging, and that's perfectly okay. Self-love requires you to be perfect. Self-love isn't about attaining perfection. It is about embracing your flaws and imperfections, knowing they are part of what makes you human and reliable. Now is a question. How self-love transforms your life? When you truly embrace self-love, it transforms every aspect of your life, including your emotional, mental, and spiritual well-being. Self-love helps you release negativity, helps past trauma, and enhance your resilience. You become more authentic in your relationships and develop a deeper understanding of your own growth. This self-assurance radiates into everything you do, helping you manifest goals, attract positive experiences, and find inner peace. Self-love opens up a world of possibilities by helping you reconnect with your passion and dreams. It gives you the courage to pursue your goals without fear of failure or rejection, because you understand your inherent value. We speak about the connection between self-love and spirituality in different religions. In Buddhism, self-love is embodied in the practice of the mindfulness and self-compassion. By cultivating awareness of our thoughts and emotions without judgment, we learn to treat ourselves with kindness and understanding. In Hinduism, self-love is rooted in the belief that we are all manifestations of divine. Though practice such as meditation and visualization, individuals are able to tap into their inner divinity and cultivate a deep sense of self-love and acceptance. In Christianity, self-love is seen as an integral part of the commandment to love their neighbor as themselves. It is through loving ourselves that we are able to truly love others. By nurturing our relationship with the divine, we are able to embody the love and compassion of Christ. Two important practices: meditation and visualization. Meditation and visualization are a spiritual practice that can deepen one's connection with oneself and foster self-love. Through meditation, individuals can quiet the mind, cultivate inner stillness, and gain insight into their thoughts and emotions. It provides a sacred space for self-reflection and self-discovery, enabling individuals to develop a loving relationship with themselves. As already how you have learned how to do meditation and to be in a unique connection with all divine frequency. Visualization, on the other hand, involves creating mental image of desired outcomes and experiences by visualizing themselves as a whole, worthy, and deserving of love. Individuals can rewire their subconscious mind and attract more love into their lives. This practice allows individuals to tap into the power of their imagination and align their thoughts and emotion with the energy of self-love. When you give worth and importance to yourself, you will attract more love and attention from the universe and others. Gratitude and self-appreciation is a very important item. It's an essential component of self-love from a spiritual standpoint. Self-appreciation, on the other hand, involves recognizing one's own worth and acknowledging personal achievement and qualities. It is about celebrating oneself and embracing the unique gifts and talent one possesses. By practicing gratitude and self-appreciation, individuals can cultivate a mindset of abundance and foster a deep sense of love and acceptance for themselves. Signs of lack of self-love in a spiritual context. These signs is related to this concept that we don't have self-love, and then we cannot get connection in a spiritual manner. Negative self-talk and self-criticism. One of the most prominent signs of lack of self-love in a spiritual context is engaging in a negative self-talk and self-criticism. When individuals constantly berate themselves, focusing on their flaws and shortcomings, it creates a toxic inner dialogue that hinders their spiritual progress. The negative energy generated by self-criticism can block the flow of positive energy and impede the spiritual growth. Difficulty to setting boundaries. Another sign of lacking of self-love is difficulty setting boundaries in a spiritual context. Setting boundaries is crucial for maintaining a healthy and balanced lifestyle. When individuals struggle to establish boundaries, they may find themselves constantly overwhelmed and drained by the demands and expectations of others. This lack of self-love can lead to a diminished sense of self worth and hinder their ability to prioritize their own needs. Another sign of lack of self-love is seeking external validation. Seeking external validation is a common sign of a lack of self-love in a spiritual context. When individuals constantly seek approval and validation from others, they are essentially placing their self-worth in the hands of others. This external validation becomes a substitute for self-acceptance and self-love. It is important to remember that true spiritual growth comes from within, and seeking validation from others can hinder the development of a strong and authentic spiritual connection. Resisting self-care is another sign of lack of self-love. It's another significant sign of a lack of self-love in a spiritual context. Self-care is an essential aspect of nurturing the mind, body, and soul. When individuals neglect their own well-being and prioritize the needs of others, they are denying themselves the love and care they deserve. Resisting self-care can lead to burnout, emotional exhaustion, and diminished sense of self. Embracing self-care practices is not only a form of self-love, but also a way of deepening one's spiritual connection. And at the end, I want to finish this talk with the concept of love and healing. Love is a powerful agent of healing, not only for physical and emotional wounds, but also for the soul. It has the capacity to mend the broken, soothe the wounded, and restore harmony to our spiritual essence. Emotional healing. Love provides a safe space for emotional healing. It allows us to process and release past traumas, resentment, and negative emotions, paving the way for spiritual growth. Forgiveness. Love is intrinsically linked to forgiveness. Forgiving others and ourselves is a transformative act that frees us from the shackles of the past, allowing us to move forward on our spiritual path. Spiritual renewal. Love regenerates the spirit. It infuses us with a sense of purpose, meaning, and hope, rekindling the flame of our spiritual journey. I love you. I love myself. I forgive myself. And I forgive you. Have a nice day.